What if I told you that just $10 a day, the cost of a burger, a coffee, or a Netflix subscription, could turn into tens of thousands of dollars, even if you never get a promotion, never start a business, and never win the lottery? Sounds impossible, right? Well, stay with me, because what you're about to discover might change the way you see money forever. Today, we're diving deep into a mind-blowing question. What happens if you invest $10 every day for 10 years? The answer is more shocking than you think. Part 1. The hidden power you were never taught. Most people work for money their entire lives, and only a few learn the secret where money works for them. And the crazy part? Nobody needs to start big. Wealth doesn't start with $1 million, it starts with habits, not income. So imagine this. Every day, without fail, you take $10 and put it into an investment. Not a savings account earning 0.01%, but something that historically grows your money. Like the S&P 500, which has delivered an average annual return of about 10% over many decades. But don't worry, you don't need to understand Wall Street to understand what happens next. Part 2. Most people think $10 is nothing, and that's the trap. Because $10 today doesn't feel like wealth. It feels like nothing. It feels like something you can't retire from. Something too small to matter. But here's where the story changes. $10 a day is $300 a month. $300 a month is $3,600 a year, and over 10 years, you would put in $36,000 of your own money. But that is not the amount you end up with, not even close. Because something magical happens between years 6 and 10 that most people never get to experience. Part 3. The snowball awakens. Let's run the numbers with a realistic average 10% annual return. Daily investment. $10 monthly total. $300 time. 10 years. Estimated end value. Around $63,000 to $70,000, depending on fees, market behavior, and reinvested returns. You put in $36,000, but you could end up with nearly double that, without working extra hours. Now imagine you keep going for 15 years. That same $10 per day could grow to around $130,000 plus. Stay for 20 years? You might cross $250,000 to $300,000 from just $10 a day. This is when people say, "I wish someone told me this earlier." Part 4. Why schools never taught you this? Ask yourself. Why did school teach you trigonometry but never compounding? Why did you learn how to measure a triangle but not how to grow wealth? Maybe because the world benefits when you stay a worker, not a wealth builder. Compounding is such a powerful force that Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Part 5. The most dangerous mistake people make. Everyone understands saving, but saving alone doesn't make you wealthy. Inflation silently eats your money over time. The biggest mistake is thinking, "I'll start investing when I have more money." No, you have more money when you start investing. Wealth doesn't show up after you have extra. You have extra because you invested. Part 6. How compounding really feels over time. Think of compounding like pushing a snowball down a snowy mountain. For the first few years, the snowball is small. You're putting in effort and seeing tiny growth. Many people quit here, but then something unbelievable happens. In year 6, suddenly the snowball grows faster. In year 8, it becomes massive. In year 10, it starts expanding on its own, earning money while you sleep. Every dollar invested becomes a tiny employee that works 24 hours a day and never asks for a raise, a bonus, or a vacation. Part 7. But what if you invested more? This part might shock you. If daily investment is $10, after 10 years $63,000 to $70,000. If daily investment is $20, after 10 years $126,000 to $140,000. If daily investment is $30, after 10 years 190,000 to 210,000. The only difference? A few dollars more per day. Small hinges swing big doors. Part 8. Can you really afford not to invest? If I asked you right now, where did your last $10 go? You might say, snacks, delivery food, coffee, mobile game, something you don't even remember. But how would your life look if, instead, that $10 a day started building? Freedom to quit a job you hate, a fund to travel the world. A deposit for a home, a stress-free retirement, generational wealth. Every dollar today is a seed. Every seed you plant grows a tree. And every tree you plant creates a forest. Part 9. The moment most people regret. In every investing journey, there's a moment almost everyone experiences. You look back 5 or 10 years and say, I wish I started earlier. The truth is, you can never go back in time, but your money can. The best time to invest was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Call to action. So now you know what happens if you invest $10 every day for 10 years. Not in theory. Not in fantasy, but in real numbers. The real question is, will you let this information slip away, or will you start your wealth snowball today? If you want a part 2 on what happens if you invest $5 a day? What happens if you invest $100 a week? What happens if you invest during market crashes? Then comment below and I'll make it next. And remember, wealth isn't built by chance, it's built by choice and consistency.